wondered why the market always goes against you? Many times after you've bought a share, then share prices started to drop. Is it because that the market doesn't like you? How do we overcome this situation then? M+Wiz, which alerts on potential entry for trending stocks, might do the trick for you. Is that all for the Wiz feature? Not at all. To find out more, please visit us at mplusonline.com/wiz. Have you ever wondered why the market always goes against you? Many times after you've bought a share, then share prices started to drop. Is it because that the market doesn't like you? How do we overcome this situation then? M+Wiz, which alerts on potential entry for trending stocks, might do the trick for you. Is that all for the Wiz feature? Not at all. To find out more, please visit us at mplusonline.com/wiz. wondered why the market always goes against you? Many times after you've bought a share, then share prices started to drop. Is it because that the market doesn't like you? How do we overcome this situation then? M plus Wiz, which alerts on potential entry for trending stocks, might do the trick for you. Is that all for the Wiz feature? Not at all. To find out more, please visit us at mplusonline.com/Wiz.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, all right. Good afternoon. Hi, this is Elkie here with you guys today, and this is our weekly Monday sessions to share with you guys some of our view for this week. All right, our weekly outlook sections. Okay, sorry about just now. I forgot to unmute my mic. Yeah, so I've been talking to myself for a minute plus. All right. Okay, so just now I was talking. For those who are actively trading the market today, okay, if you guys are not trading into technology counters, then maybe you will have a little bit of don't know where the market is going, because if we look at our local FBM KLCI, our blue chip index, we can see our blue chip index is actually down by 3.72 points as of the noon sections. Okay, the noon break. All right. Meanwhile, if we look into regional markets, like if we look through CNBC, okay, we can see the Asian market actually quite supported. Hang Seng is down a little bit, okay, but we can see Nikkei, Shanghai, all this, they are quite supported, and more towards fueled by optimism, okay, after a Friday rally in the US markets. Okay, we can see US markets, Dow Jones was continue to move higher. All right, and we can see Nasdaq is actually up by 2.05%. Okay, the technology counters continue to rebound. Okay, after the interest rate hike on Friday. So that's why if we are trading the market today, we actually technology sector is the one that we need to focus into. Okay, and maybe some of you guys will ask, hey, How about the oil? How about the banking? All this. Okay, so we will go into that later. Okay, but if we look through the across the whole market, actually the sentiment for today is not that bad. You can see there are 465 counters up. Meanwhile, we for the down counters is 351. The sentiment is pretty much mixed, but we still seeing more buying counters. All right. Okay. So if you are trading, maybe you can able to bought into some shares. But if you're not trading technology stocks, then you can feel the momentum is not really that strong for today. Okay. Uh, for today, it's more towards technologies, and also if we look into the listing, this part we can see technology is up by 4% plus. REITs, the next one is REITs and also the consumer products. Okay, we can see our country is still going to recovery in the recovery phase. So for the recovery related products, the sectors, they are always in a better position. Okay, so if you do not know where is the direction to go to for the day, okay, you do not want to go into any sectors, maybe consumer products is still the better sector for you to go into for a safer trading. Okay, but today the star is the technology. Okay, so one trick that I do every day is after 3 to 5 minutes after the market open, I will definitely come to the listing this part to see which are sectors that are moving and look for the stocks in that particular sector for trading, intraday trading. Okay, yep. To advise my client, this is the sector that are moving, then you might want to look into all these counters for trading opportunities. Okay. Uh, all right. So besides that, if we look into the index, okay, if we look into our local benchmark index, FBM KLCA, what is the expectations for the outlook of our local blue chips index? Okay, if we look into the FBM KLCA, at this moment, what we are seeing is still a very sideways mood. Okay, 1605 to 1615. These are the strong resistance area. Okay, while for the support wise, we are looking at 1485 to 1490 area. Okay, and of course, at this moment, we are seeing more towards our buyers after we are seeing our local benchmark blue chips index is supported at 1560 area and rebounding. So for those who are looking really benchmark your position, your trading based on the blue chips index, I would say that 1550 to 1560 level is one level that you want to monitor very closely, because if we see any strong selling in these 2 weeks before the March end, okay, if it's dropped below 1550 to 1560 level, then we could expect a much stronger selling to 1500 levels or even 1480 area. Okay, but at this moment we are seeing after the FBM KLSI supported at 200 MA levels and rebound, it is quite supportive right now at 1580 area. Okay, and it has quite a good potential to retest 16 10 16 15 level. Okay, as of what we are seeing right now. All right. Okay, so how about other sectors? If we look into some of the banking stocks, okay, let's look at public bank. Public bank has had a quite a good rally last week. Okay, we can see banking, actually financials is one of the sectors that coming down today and dragging the index down. Okay, as you guys know, financials is the is the is the one that really heavily weighted in our FBM KLSI. So if even our other sectors are performing really well, but if financials drop, then it would drag our local index down. Okay, so today the selling on the FBM KLSI, the decline in the FBM KLSI mainly is dragged by our banking stocks, I would say. Okay, but if you ask me, Okay, so the interest rate, right, is happening. Suppose it should benefit all these banking counters, but why today is selling? I would just say that there is no negative reasoning happening right now. Okay, as far as I know. Okay, but I would say that it's more towards uh realigning and also profit taking for a short term retracement after the recent rally. Okay, we can see if for public bank it's rally from 440 to all the way to nearly to 478 ringgit. Okay, if we look from the lowest, then it's almost from 420 to 470. Okay, and that is quite a good move, okay, in the short term for public bank, because all this one we know public bank is more towards really slow counters. Okay, so after moving up by more than 10%, it's normal to have some of the retracement before another round of movement. So you can see similarly on Maybank. Okay, from Maybank wise, you can see Maybank since early of the year, it has already up more than 10 plus percent. Okay, and if we look at the recent one, it's also up by around 7%. Okay, so I would say the banking sector is likely to remain on the positive side. Okay, just that short term retracement is being seen at this moment. Okay, all right. As for CMB wise, we can see all this banking are on profit taking and under a little bit pressure. Okay, at this moment, but I would say it's a healthy one. Okay, if for you guys who are trading on short-term banking, all this thing, maybe you can focus a little bit more on CMB. Okay, for short-term trading. Okay, because CMB always is one of the counters that many they love trading. Okay, they love trading. The volatility is there, the liquidity is there. So if any buying into banking stocks for the trading interest all this, we can see CIMB always act a bit ahead. Okay, so we can see last Friday already some profit taking happening on CIMB and Maybank, Public Bank, all of them they follow today. Okay, yep. So if we look into some of our picks today, okay, some of our picks today, you can see we also as we have BJ Food for our consumer product side. Okay, we can see on BJ Food wise, you can see that after a very unexpectedly strong result announced on early February, okay, it actually experienced gap limit up for the day, okay, and continue pressure higher to the 3 ringgit 50 cents area, okay. So with the recent retracement happening in late February and also early March, okay, we can see the rebound happening. With this rebound happening and the breakout of 3 ringgit 33 cents, we are seeing the strong buying interest happening at 3 ringgit 47 cents and break higher above 3 ringgit 51 cents happening right over here on last Friday. So today we were expecting a continuation of the rallying on BJ Food. Okay, possibly it can go to a 4 ringgit area in might. Okay, as a natural resistance happening right over there. And also, there were some rumors about 7-Eleven, which is under SEM, and also Starbucks and the BJ Food were having some offer from Taiwan business group for takeover. Okay, but all this remains market rumors, and we are not getting any confirmation from or any official announcement on that yet. All right. Okay, but this is one of the news that could supporting the price for BJ Food, because if there is any takeover offer and what will be the price, and that might jack up the trading interest in this counter. Okay, at this moment we are yet to see strong trading volume happening in BJ Food, which I mean that if it is strong, at least it will has to be somewhere around 3 million and above, 3 million to 4 million and above. Okay, so if that happen, we might see another strong surge in the share price right over here. Okay, so what we are seeing over here happening is it is a price volume divergence happening. Okay, price volume divergence. So it's either the share price have to come down, or the volume have to catch up. Okay, so that they will move in line together. Okay, so this is one of the stuff that we think can put into your watch list and monitor it closely. Okay, besides that, we also have tax cam. Okay, in our monitoring list today. Okay, we can see tax scam is, you can say tax scam is also one of the uh, you can kind of relate it to consumer side as well, with its business of the Sushi King. Okay, and also we are seeing an uptrend going on tech scam, and the volume has been tremendously increased last week on Thursday and Friday. Hence, we we have put in tech scam for our consumer sites today. Okay, yeah, and we can see it had quite a strong move happening today after the breakout of the historical high at 1 ringgit 63. Okay, at 1 ringgit 63, and an intraday movement of um, okay, intraday movement of somewhere around 5 to 6%. Okay, so that is quite a good money to make within a day. Okay, so for coming for this week, I would say that for a safety trading, all this, you might still want to continue to focus on the consumer products. Okay, consumer products, and because we are seeing the country is going into the recovery, and the impact of the business recovery, all this is start to reflecting. Okay, so all this business recovery counters will come into the play, and then getting all this trading interest. Okay, so another one will be like OWG. Okay, we are seeing the increase in the trading volume of OWG. Okay, and also it is testing the resistance over here at 0.555, 55.5 cents. Okay, so for OWG wise, in short term, we might see 58.5 and also 62 cents happening for OWG. Okay, yeah, so for short term trading, for those who are interested, OWG could be one of the good counters that you can look into it. All right, for short-term trading purposes. Okay. Besides that, we also have Aeon for the consumer product side. Aeon is also a good breakout happening at 1 ringgit 53. Okay, you can see the formation is really similar. Okay, with the increase of the volume. Okay, for Aeon. Okay, and Aeon resistance that we could look into, it can be somewhere around at 1 ringgit 73 cents, about here, 1 ringgit 70 cents to 1 ringgit 73 cents, and after that it could be somewhere around 1 ringgit 88 cents. Okay, all right, and not to forget, Puasa is Puasa gonna happen next month, and then we're gonna have Raya, okay, early May. So all these consumer products company, they will getting more retail sellings, all this thing. Okay, and the trading interest could be building at this moment. Okay, all right. Okay. Other than that, we are seeing some of the trading interest in wood and furniture related companies. Like one of them are Evergreen. Okay, Evergreen had a good move happening right over here, and also increase of the volume. Okay, increase of the volume, and also the increase of the share price. Okay, but one thing that we need to bear in mind is Evergreen. It has tested 57.5, 58 cents resistance for multiple times. Okay, So it is quite risky to trade on evergreen at this time, okay, not to chase high and go in, okay. But if tomorrow the volume remains strong, the momentum is there and continue break higher, if you want to do for intraday, evergreen is one is pretty much good to look into, especially when Meko, another furniture related company, has broke higher, okay, broke above 65 cents resistance over here with the increased volume. Okay, so if furniture sectors continue pressure and move, these two are already breaking higher, showing the momentum, and could pressure higher for this week. Okay, FIHB is one that's doing the business for the Starbucks, and they are considered as furniture related as well. We are seeing forming a bottoming, trying to rebound, but the trading interest is not really that strong at this moment. Okay, but it is a bottom rebounding kind of counters, have a more upside at 64 to 66 cents area. Okay, so for other furniture related, we can see Hevia is also rebounding. Okay, so if you see the trading interest continue for tomorrow or the Wednesday for furniture related counters, then Hevia is one of it that you can trade for a range bound rebound to 50 cents to 51 cents area from current level of 47.5 cents. Okay, but if we look at Lihan wise, we are not seeing strong interest in Lihan. Usually, if we see the stronger move on market leader like Lihan, okay, then the movement, the probability of the movement to sustain and prolong, it will be highest. But at this moment, we are not seeing strong move on Lihan. Lihan is considered one of the market leader for the furniture. So if you're trading on evergreen, Miracle, all this thing, if tomorrow continue, really want to trade, yes, you can trade. But I would say keep it in see money, take money, short term trading horizon. Okay, rather than trying to be greedy and hold through it. Okay. No, no Iman is asking about Mobilia. Okay, Mobilia is notice that the newly listed IPO in 2021 last year. Okay, okay, for Mobilia wise, at this moment, okay, Mobilia case is pretty a little bit much like FIHB. Okay, we are not they are very slow. The trading interest is not there. Okay, actively traded counter for furniture normally is like Evergreen, like Meko, Hevia as well. These are the three that I always look into it. And sorry, not FIHB, Evergreen, Meko, Hevia, these three. Okay, and other smaller player, okay, or a related one like FIHB, all this thing, you can see their movement is very slow unless we are seeing the whole sector are moving very strongly. Okay, and that requires the market leader to take the lead and then bring up the interest. Okay, yeah. So until we are seeing Lihan and most of the furniture counters are moving very strongly, then we might see Mobilia to move. Okay, so like sign, you are not seeing sign to move and any strong move happening on the sign as well. Okay, uh, so this like Jacob as well. Okay, Jacob actually quite strong rebounds for the rally. Okay, so these are some of the furniture counters that is happen that you can look into, but more towards a short term trading. Okay, Hanis, just now we talked about Aeon earlier. Okay, Aeon is one of our Aeon. We talked about Aeon just now when we were talking about the consumer products, and we mentioned the resistance. It could be at 1.70 to 1.88. All right. Okay. Uh, okay. I can see Wilfred has been asking about Emulus. Okay. Just now we talked about technology continue to rebound today, and let's look into a little bit on technology. Okay, we can see technology is still on the rebounding trend, and they are still upside for technology sector. Okay, for the index wise, we are seeing there are still some upsides from current 70s, 76 to the resistance at somewhere around 79. Okay, if we look into some of the bigger player, okay, if we look into some of the popular one, okay, we can see MPI continue to break higher, and the resistance it could come in somewhere around 37 to the 40 levels for MPI. Okay, if we look into DNO, these are some of the active one. We are seeing DNO still trying to pressure higher, but at this moment, uh, we are not seeing a massive retracement happening right over here after last week rally. All right, so I would say the retracement is really pretty much healthy, and with the rebound today, okay, it might continue to pressure higher, but in a slower mood, okay, in a slower momentum, because we are not seeing the very strong surge in the volume, okay, but the upside remains, okay. All right, if we look into Vitrox, we can see Vitrox is pushing higher. Okay, after for Friday, the volume is actually quite high for Vitrox. Okay, Vitrox resistance it can somewhere around 8 ringgit 22 cents for Vitrox. Okay, Inari, our blue chips tech stocks. Okay, Inari wise, okay, Inari is approaching into this resistance area, resistance block at 3 ringgit 20 cents to 3 ringgit 36 cents areas. Okay, so you can see some of the technology stocks they are trading near or into the resistance zone, so that's why the buying momentum could be slower. Okay, so if you are trading all these tech stocks, what are the strategy that you could take into? Okay, you can either do short-term trading, intraday, see money, you take money, you just scalp following it, or you can trade a smaller size and try to weather the up down and sit through the whole swing. Okay, because it is we can see it is a rebound after the selling since early of the year. Okay, and we do not know whether this rebound it will just come to here 88 cents or it can go all the way to 1 ringgit for ambulance. Okay, but what we are seeing right here is we are not seeing massive selling or massive retracement happening after the recent rally, and then the buying pressure is still there. Okay, so for Amulus White, it might test 82 cents and then another retracement, maybe a little bit deep to 70 cents, and then it might come. Or if the whole sector are moving very strongly upwards, then it might just break the 82 cents resistance and trade all the way to 89 to 90 cents area for Amulus. Okay, yeah. So for technology stocks wise, you need to be really clear to yourself if you want to do into a swing or midterm kind of trading strategy. Then you might want to trade a smaller size because the momentum is a little bit slowed down. For those who wish to chase in technologies, they might already chasing in already. Okay, so there might be some profit taking on the retailer side, but still the uptrend is there. Some long-term traders who are buying for value investing, they could still buy into it with the recovery in the technology stocks. Okay. Yep. All right. So if we look into the CPO, okay, um, okay, if we look into plantations, okay, before we go into plantations, we look the how the CPO chart it looks like. Okay, so this is the continuous chart of the CPO. Okay, CPO, the FCPO, the crop palm oil futures. Okay, we can see that after the recent rally from 4,250 all the way to 7,000 plus, we are seeing a very huge retracement. Okay, this is happening when they are seeing better chances whereby Russian and the Ukraine gonna stop the warfare, and also the can cut down the commodities supply issue. Okay, because Russia is supplying. It is one of the biggest sunflower seed supplier in the world. Okay, and with that, it actually disrupt the veggie oil supply and demand markets in the whole world. Okay, so for the crude palm oil, what we are seeing is the crude palm oil has come to the support area of around 5,350 to 5,700 area. Okay, this is the technical support that is for FCPO right now. So we are seeing the selling down has been slowed down. Okay, and we might see some of the rebound happening here. Okay, that might happen. Okay, but one thing to bear in mind is the retracement has been really strong. Okay, at this moment we do not expect a U shape or V shape rebound all the way back to 7,000 levels for crude palm oil. Okay, so we might see some rebound to somewhere around 6,300 if that happens. Okay, and it might continue to pressure lower to stay around this area, because I would say that once the outlook for between Ukraine and Russia, they escalate, okay, the tension escalates, then we should see a little bit more selling pressure come in on the oil oil price and also the crude palm oil price, and that could bring that could bring down the price. All right, and if that happens, we are expecting some of the selling pressure to happening on the plantation counters. Okay, on the plantation counters, but it could be more towards a short term one. Okay, yeah, because we are seeing regardless it is at 7,000 or currently at 5,000, all these plantation companies, they are enjoying a really good price compared to last year or even a few years back. Okay, but one issue is about they are still facing the labor shortage issue. Okay, and possibly the increase of the cost. Okay, yeah, so these are some of the things that we need to consider if we're looking into plantation counters. Okay, so if we look into a few like sand plantations, okay, we are seeing the price to stable, okay, to stabilize, and then supported. Okay, but I don't think we will see a very strong rebound and also the breakout of the recent high. Okay, so for those who are who unfortunately bought at the recent high, if you see a rebound and the momentum not there, selling buying pressure is not there, then of course you want to monitor at the crude palm oil price as well. Okay, if there is any reversal on the crude palm oil price or the oil price, then you might really want to cut loss and just reduce your position. Okay, yeah. If you're betting on the earnings, then it's okay for you to get rid of the position. Then only buy back somewhere in May, because most of the plantation companies, they would release their result in May. Okay, yeah. So if we compare it with the oil counters, okay, um, if we look into the oil counters, we can see oil counters like hibiscus had a really strong rebound happening after the price supported at 1 ringgit, because similarly they also expecting a good result on the oil related companies. Okay, like hibiscus. Of course, the first one that benefited will be the upstream ones. Okay, the upstream, which is like hibiscus lah. Okay, all right, if we look into the oil price wise, we can see the movement are really similar with what happening with the hibiscus. So we can see hibiscus. If you are trading on hibiscus, then you really want to monitor closely on the oil price. Okay, but like I said, the risk is on the Russia Ukraine uh, tensions, whereby if it de-escalate, of course, we will be seeing another strong selling happening on the oil price as well, and hibiscus is likely to take a hit as well. Okay, so if you do not want to have all this overnight risk happening, then when you trade on hibiscus, all this, keep your size small for overnight holding and then just trade in between. Okay, All right. So we also have with the increase in the oil stocks or oil price, you also have helium included for our oil stocks. Okay. All right. So for consumer sides, just now got one asking about Cocoland. Okay, Cocoland has been slowing down. Okay, slowing down. We after the force break at one ringgit 27 cents, 28 cents. Okay, the buying pressure apparently is not there at this moment. Okay, so for Cocoland wise, it could be likely go into a sideways trend or even might pressure lower to stay ranging. Okay. Uh, all right. Okay, so let me go through some of the counters that you guys are asking. Okay, like DNX wise, okay, like I said, technology is still remains on a rebound mode. Okay, so for DNX, which is supported by the oil by its oil field business and also emerging into the semiconductor sites, it is actually lifted by both sectors. Okay, so for DNX, why if you are trading on DNX, if you want to trade on DNX or not, yes, I would say that you can try to trade on it, but keep your trading horizon to be a short one. Okay, all right. Keep your position smaller. Okay, to ride on a potential rebound to one ringgit 13 cents area, or even if it's really strong, maybe one ringgit 20 cents area. Okay, but if you are seeing a massive selling below, especially trading below one ringgit, then you need to be alert. And if it drops below 93 cents, then you need to be really careful. But technically, the strong support is somewhere around 85 to 86 cents. Okay, so you have to measure lah. Okay, if you cannot take, if you really want to trade swing, and then you cannot trade this 16 cents losses. Okay, which is 15%. Okay, 15-16%. Then you really want to keep your size smaller. Okay, so that if it really hit the stop loss, then you are not really badly impacted. Okay, all right. So for another tech counters, QES. Okay, if we look into QES wise, okay, QS is also on rebounding mode, pressuring higher. So if you want to trade, yes, you can trade for short term. Okay, maybe to somewhere around 50, 57, 58 to 60 cents area. Okay, Jenny is asking about MYEG. Okay, MYEG have quite a number of it's really well supported at 95 to 96 cents area, and buying interest resuming today, breaking 99 cents. So with this rebound, we can see this is actually a very small, a very minor inverted head and shoulder. Okay, with a break of 98, 99 cents, we might see a surge to 1.05. So if you want to trade MYG, yes, it's a good one to do it right now. Okay, a potential surge that there is 4 to 5% upside for you, with stop loss below 92.5 cents. Okay, for MYG. And also with the with the reason reopening of the borders, all this thing, it might help. Okay, especially there might be working permits, all this thing required for foreign labor to come back into Malaysia. Okay, to fulfill the labor demands in Malaysia. Okay, as for Kuskapi wise, okay, Kuskapi has quite a massive selling recently in the early of March, and then the rebound, we are not seeing strong rebound with volume happening in Kuskapi at this moment. Okay, so for Kuskapi wise is a little bit weaker compared to MYEG. Yeah, Jenny. Okay, so for me, I will prefer MYG rather than Kuskapi. Okay, all right. Okay, so we're gonna take another three more. Okay, Jeff, Tech, Straits, and also LC Titan. Okay, so Mr. Go is asking about Jeff Tech. Tech CEO is just resigned. Okay, just resigned, and then despite with this corporate changes, we are still seeing the buying interest continue pressure that it is actually most of the technology counters you can see it is a very small flat breakout, okay, and it has quite a good chance to continue to trade higher, okay, for JF Tech happening right over here, okay. Volume also increased, so all these are a good sign for all these technology stocks, okay. If as for straits wise, okay, straits we can see straits is trading into very near to the support of 10 cents to 13 cents area, okay. Technically they are nothing really too much to talk about straits, okay. In this period of time we are not seeing accumulation signal, okay. Accumulation, if there is any, is more towards somewhere around this area, but after dropping below 19 cents we do not see much accumulation signal, so it might just continue to go away for some time for straits. And the last one, LC Titan. Okay, LC Titan today, the gap down is due to the dividends. Okay, so not usually after after the dividends, there could be some as a position exits. Okay, some could exit the positions by the traders. Okay, after they already entitled for the dividend. Okay, of 21 cents, so they could be some selling on the LC Titan. Okay, but what we are seeing is LC Titan strong support at somewhere around 209, 2 ringgit 09, 2 ringgit 10 cents area. So this selling, I would say, is more towards a temporary one. Okay, and if it traded to 210, and then it might supported and rebound for LC Titan. So for not Chai. Okay. You can monitor very closely at 2 ringgit 10 cents LC Titan for a rebound for short term trading opportunities. Okay, so to recap what we have been talking about for this afternoon, technology stocks is on a rebound mood whereby you can look into short-term trading opportunities. Okay, we do not know how far it can rebound, especially the selling has been happening since early this year. Okay, so the rebound could sustain throughout a period of time. Okay, maybe until April, okay. But if we the momentum could be slow, okay, as more and more retailers coming in. So for technologies wise, I would say that either you keep a smaller position for swing trading or you trade actively in out, scalping it. All right. And besides technology, we still want to focus on recovery team like consumer products, tourism related counters with the border reopening getting closer. All right. And other than that, furniture related counters are getting some of the trading interest, but we are not seeing the market leaders to lead the movement. So it could be a short term trading movement, while banking is on a healthy retracement where I would say that for more towards fundamental investor traders that would wish to trade on the potential increase of the interest rates, which is benefiting the bankings, you might look into some of the counters like CMB for like ABNB, RHB Bank, Maybank, Public Bank for the trading opportunities to accumulate some of them. All right. Okay, so for oil and gas and palm, I would say that oil price is rebounding, CPO price rebound a little bit today. Okay, both sectors also showing some rebound, but it's the volatility is that it very much news driven and also very highly relates to the commodity price itself. Okay, so if you want to trade, I would say that keep a small position for overnight, but minimum when you're trading, try to keep it intraday or a really short term one, see money, take money kind of strategy for these two sectors. All right. Okay. So that would be our view for the market this week. All right. Okay. But overall, the sentiment is likely to continue to remain a little bit more positive unless we are seeing a massive selling happening in our blue chips index, which might drive the sentiment to be weaker. Okay. Otherwise, with the continuous inflow from the foreign funds, the sentiments should be supported and more upside to be seen. All right, on these few sectors that we have mentioned. Okay, so thank you very much for joining our sessions, and we will see you next week. All right, thank you very much, and have a good day. Okay, have a good week ahead. Bye bye.